CM Punk. Alright. Man, I am worn out. I'm worn out. Just got back from B-Dubs watching Money in the Bank. It was the best fucking WWE pay-per-view in a while. It was an amazing night. Amazing night for all the Cena haters. Who knows what'll happen from here, but before we get to the shocker, let's go down the card. Overall, this is my first review ever. Since then, I want to give you what I'm doing for reviewing. I'm going to be rating each match out of 5, like everybody else seems to do around here. And I review the pay-per-view out of 10. Overall, the pay-per-view, I rated 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was a very good pay-per-view. Must watch for a lot of people. Let's begin with the SmackDown Money in the Bank. This always happens every Money in the Bank pay-per-view. There's always the one Money in the Bank that's just good, and the other one that's outstanding. And I think we all know what was the outstanding one. We'll get to that one in a bit. SmackDown's Money in the Bank was Daniel Bryan, Sin Cara, Cody Rhodes, Heath Slater, Justin Gabriel, Wade Barrett, Sheamus, and Kane. The match was okay for Money in the Bank. It was a good Money in the Bank match. Some good spots with the triple threat fly sequence with Daniel Bryan and Sin Cara and stuff, and Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater. Sad Sin Cara got out and stuff. There's some good moments, like I said, there was a lot of back and forth action. It seemed like one man was controlling like one man. It went back and forth, like Wade Barrett had control, and then Kane, and etc., etc. Everyone had a chance to shine. I think the MVPs, I think Heath and Gabriel did a good job here in this match tonight. Sin Cara did, for as long as he did. Daniel Bryan did well. And of course, Daniel Bryan is lucky. He wins. He wins. He wins the match. And Daniel Bryan now gets a shot at the title whenever he wants. For my rating for this match, SmackDown versus SmackDown Money in the Bank, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. Next, the Divas match. 1.0 out of 5. Typical Divas match, man. We don't even need to go through it. Everyone knows the Divas. Everyone knows the situation. Next match. Big Show and Mark Henry. The match I knew it was going to be boring. I call it either, I'm trying to call it 1.0 or dud. That's my split rating. It should be not even a dud. It should be like 0.5. 0.5 is my rating for Big Show and Mark Henry. It was slow going. The ending was kind of good. I told you if the match ended clean, Mark Henry was going to win. Match ended clean, actually. But it was slow going. It was like so slow. Like I said, these guys are so slow and so less than agile, you know what I mean? So we all knew the match was going to suck. So I am giving it an 0.5 out of 5. Then on to the second half of the pay-per-view, the best 3 matches of the night. First, warm Money in the Bank. It was The Miz, AY, Alberto Del Rio, Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, Evan Bourne, and R-Truth. This match, the best Money in the Bank match of the night. The beginning with all 8 guys with the ladders was awesome. And like I said, like they did with the SmackDown, they had a couple good spots. I thought Kofi was the MVP in this match. Kofi does well in Money in the Banks. Everyone knows Kofi's done well in Money in the Banks. Why can't WWE get it through their little heads to give him a title match? Or at least they got something right tonight. We'll get to that in a moment. But Kofi did well. Like I said, Kofi does well in Money in the Banks. He does well with the weapons. But there's some pretty good moments in this pay-per-view. In this match. Money in the Bank match. For Raw. Miz getting injured. And the whole... I remember like when all 7 guys were climbing on different ladders. And they're like reaching for the briefcase. That was a pretty good moment. There was some pretty exciting moments in the Money in the Bank for Raw. 4.0 out of 5. Best Money in the Bank match of the night. And Alberto Del Rio wins it. Next, Randy Orton versus Christian. Probably not my favorite match from them, but it was far from the bad match. You know, they always put on a good match. They have great chemistry. Probably Christian Orton's feud, probably the best feud on SmackDown right now. The matches are pretty good. Pretty good moments. Orton got himself disqualified, and we don't know the rules. Christian would win the title if Orton got disqualified. And Orton got disqualified because Christian spat on him. And Christian's like, if I spit on Orton, you'll give more energy to beat me up and get disqualified. And that's what happened. That's what happened. He got disqualified. And Christian won the title. And Orton snapped. Orton just snapped out of his mind. He RKO'd Christian twice. I thought he was going to pun him. But yeah. Christian won the title. I call it a 3.5 out of 5. Not from their best match. Not their beyond not their worst match. But not the best. But still pretty good from Christian Orton. He still put on a decent match. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the match of the night. John Cena versus CM Punk for the WWE title. What can you say? We all expected the Chicago crowd to be rough because 1, it's CM Punk's hometown. And 2, Cena has been in Chicago before and got his ass booed at WrestleMania 22 against Ridge. Now, the first half of the match, a little slow as it was. Like I said, it got around. You know, the match built. You know what I mean? I think I liked this match. It was a slow build. I mean, it started a little slow with the headlocks. And then, of course, crowd got a little mixed in the middle of the match. And then, of course, I think like the last 15 to 20 minutes were just insane, man. It was crazy. I was at B-Dubs watching it, and I went nuts. I've never seen this crowd crazy before in a while. I go to B-Dubs, and the crowd goes nuts with these wrestling pay-per-views. And it's been on like this since they went PG, and it's probably the best PG pay-per-view they've done, period, because of what happened tonight. And it was back and forth. Cena viewing Punk how many times? Like 2 or 3 times. Sam like counter after counter, near fall after near fall, move after move. Like I said, the last 15-20 minutes was just insane. Then Vince came out, and like I said, you saw Punk was in the STFU, and he was gonna do a Chicago screw job, screw Punk out of the title, like Bret Hart. He was ringing the bell. He was fighting John Laurinaitis. And then Cena came out, punched the hell out of Laurinaitis, saying, "You're not going to end this match this way. I want to be fair." Then, gave Punk enough time. GTS Cena. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk won the title. He won the fucking title tonight. He won it. He won the title. He beat Cena. Where do we go from here? We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen to Cena, if he's really going to be fired or whatever. And if Punk's really leaving, we don't know. Then after the match, Vince got on a headphone. He got a headset, said, "Bring down Alberto." I said this to my family when I was watching the pay-per-view. I said, if Punk wins, there could be a chance Alberto may come out and try to cash it in on Punk so they can keep in the company. Well, that's what happened. Alberto came in. He's like the punching bag tonight. You mean everyone ganged up on him in Money in the Bank. If you saw the one Money in the Bank ladder match, everyone went for Alberto first with the ladders. And Alberto got like almost every big move from people. He got his ass ripped and then won the match. So he's like the punching bag in the night. In the exclamation point in the punching bag routine, him getting kicked by Punk. Punk went out of the arena with the title, leaving Vince with a blank expression as Money in the Bank went off the air in Chicago. Like I said, where we go from here? There's only one way to find out on Wall. But like I said, I had thought in my mind Punk was going to lose. It's like, there's no way that Cena was going to win. That Cena was going to lose. You know what I mean? I did not think in their minds that my wildest dreams that they were going to let Punk walk out with the title. Under those circumstances. I know they let Trish won the title when she retired in 06. But that was a different story. I know it was her hometown too, but that was a different story. She legitimately retired, and it was more graceful than the politics and a lot of this jamming and shit Punk did. But like I said, at least Punk's going out on top. That's it for Money in the Bank review. My Money in the Bank, like I said, 8.5 out of 10. No, I didn't say 8.5. 7.5 out of 10. There was, like I said, 2 bad matches, but still a must-see pay-per-view, especially for all the Cena haters to see Cena get his ass whipped. But, let me say this. I bet you Cena's going to win the title again. But at least, for all the Cena haters, we're going to have one brief moment of Cena losing and have Punk walk out with the title. And I have nothing against Cena the guy. Okay, Cena's a good guy, but his character's gotten stale. You know, he's become Super Cena. I love him when he was the rapper. He was the rapper, he was cool. He was edgy. But ever since he became the generic superhero Hulk Hogan guy, that's why he's getting booze everywhere. You know what I mean? And I'm glad Punk won. At least, hey, Punk won the title. At least he leaves the company with the title, but I bet you he'll probably have to forfeit it or whatever reason. We'll see on one tomorrow night. With that in mind, that was my Money in the Bank review. See you tomorrow for my Raw preview and another edition of the Attack Line. See ya. In 2 words, 3 words. CM Punk GTS.